Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of the Studio C podcast, the fun or the mix show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Kid Vicious.
Alright, Phil should be here soon. Alright, wait, he said 10 minutes, yeah. He should be here, popping in any minute now. But yeah, let's look at the topics. Alright, do you want to do sports show first or mix show first?
Yeah, I think go ahead and get sports out the way in case of any debates. Let's go ahead and get that out the way.
Oh, there's gonna be debates this show. What?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said there's gonna be debates this show. There's one question I have at the end. There's gonna be a
Okay.
huge debate at the end. All right, sports. What's happening in the sports world? Preseason happened. I believe Bears beat the Bills the other night. Steelers played last Friday and they lost, which doesn't really matter. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up the scores. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a long show. We're doing a mixed show because Phil has something to do tomorrow and I got something to do tomorrow. So grab your snacks and sit back and enjoy. Hey Phil.
I'm not even saying anything. I
Your
can't
mic,
hear him. I
your
can't hear him.
your mic's not working.
All right. Rise up. Talking my shit this episode. I'm talking my shit. I'm done holding back. I know this is a mixed show, but hell, this is the only thing that's on my mind.
All right.
Rise
This is what they always do.
up. Rise up.
Exactly why they get this is why they get into a depression every time they lose. Because they wait, oh shit, we here now.
This is the new era. This is a new era.
Oh god. Oh man. This is
Like it's
this is gonna
fun.
be an interesting episode.
Alright, before we get into any trades that happen, let's go into scores for preseason.
Why?
Alright, week 1. Well, technically it was I believe this was the Hall of Fame Bowl or whatever it's called. The Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game.
Yeah. So Bears won against the Texans 21-17. First official week of preseason. Let's see. Lions lost to the Giants 14-3. Patriots lost to the Patriots won to the Panthers 3-17. Falcons lost to the Dolphins 13-20. Steelers lost to the Texans 12-20. Eagles won against the Ravens 16-13. Commanders lost against the Jets 2017. Bears won against the Bills 33-6. Raiders lost against the Vikings, which we have some sad news about the Vikings, 23-24. Packers won against the Browns, 23-10. Chiefs lost to the Jags, 26-13. Bucks lost to the or won to the Bengals 17-14. 49ers lost against the Titans 13-17. Seahawks won against the Chargers 16-3. Saints won against the Cardinals 16-14. Broncos won against the Colts 34-30. Cowboys lost against the Rams 13-12. And preseason week 2 has kicked off. Eagles Patriots is on right now. I think everything else is either Saturday or Sunday, I believe. Yeah. So, not much to get excited about. It is preseason. Whoever won, it doesn't really matter. If anything, if you won, it's probably, I'm not gonna say bad, but it doesn't really mean anything. So, because
Real team.
Steelers won all their preseason games last year and didn't win a Super Bowl. So, all right. Next up, before we get into Phil's favorite topic, the Falcons, we are gonna
real team.
say some.
Real team.
We're gonna say some news about the Vikings. Some sad news came out about the Vikings. Their rookie starter quarterback, JJ, I cannot remember his last name. JJ McCarthy. McCarthy? Yeah, McCarthy. He complained about his knee hurting. I think it was Saturday or it was somewhere over the weekend, and he ended up needing surgery. And they thought he might be able to play towards the end of the season, but no, he's out for the whole season.
Sorry about the injury, but next man up. Anyways, you guys may go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate news, especially for some patients in the play. But prayers up to the recovery for everything happens for a reason. A blessing. He gets to sit and serve and rehab. Yeah, prayers up to him. It's really unfortunate because he had a pretty solid preseason showing too. Prayers up to him. Nothing but speed.
Yeah, pretty much what Phil said. I mean, that sucks. You're so close to officially doing your dream. I mean, I know you played one preseason. Really isn't an official NFL game, but yeah, it sucks. Gotta wait a whole another year now, but hopefully he comes back strong, comes back better, and buddy, stop. Hey. Yeah. So let's talk some Falcons news.
Rise up. So
And that
believe
Italian finally spent his money. But
you say
anyways,
what?
go ahead. I said that Italian finally spent his money.
Oh, yes, he did. So I think last week we had our predictions. Had us going 11, if I believe, for my realistic pick. 15-2, I want to say for the everything goes right, and 9-7 worst case scenario. We just made two big time moves. We traded for Mario Judon, who, if you don't know, he's an outside linebacker, edge rusher from the Patriots, Pro Bowler. He had 12 and a half sacks his first season with the Patriots, 15 and a half sacks or 14 and a half his second season with the Patriots. Last year played 4 games and then had 4 sacks, just a sack per game. Doing the math. This is an elite pass rusher. This was our biggest weakness. This was a pickup that we needed, and the fact that we got him for a third round pick is absolute steal. It shows me that the Falcons are ready to win. And it isn't because all the shit during the draft for quarterback, everyone was like, you need an edge rush defense. That's what you need. forget, there's 7 rounds in the NFL draft. Second through all just traded for an elite pass rusher, which we needed, and then traded nothing for him, basically. Amazing move. And then to cap that off, we signed Justin Simmons in our secondary to pair with Jesse Bates. We already had the best safety in the league, second best at worst in Jesse Bates. Just had an elite season last year. And now we pair him up in the secondary with Justin Simmons, who is an elite safety of his own, or very good safety of his own, led the league in interceptions himself, not last year, but the season before. The Falcons are really building something. We have a pass rusher, we have a respectable linebacker core, we have a good corner, AJ Terrell, and we have 2 elite safeties to go along with our explosive young offense led by a veteran quarterback. We are contenders. I'm watching sports shows. I'm seeing clips. People are the Falcons are being shown. Our highlights from camp are being shown. We're being respected. I mean, damn, I haven't felt like this and seen this since 2016, 2017. I mean, the Falcons are back.
And
Rise
what
up.
happened then? And what happened then?
Up. Hey, shut your bitch ass up. I'm talking. I don't want to hear no shit from you. I don't want to hear no shit. Okay? I'm sick of that.
What
Take
happened
that
then?
shadow out. Look, it doesn't matter what happened. We were good. We whooped the Packers' ass in the NFC Championship. Is what happened. It was like 45-21. It was a pathetic performance.
Yeah, we still got a
So,
ring. We got
okay,
4 of them, man.
80 years ago. But anyway, our time Falcons prediction. I mean, we may go to the NFC Championship game.
Oh my god.
We are one of the
Oh
better
my
teams in the
god.
league. I'm so happy.
Phil.
And look, I feel really great about my Steelers bet. Barbecue,
Oh
all
my
love.
god.
Matchup. I don't feel 50-50 about it too much anymore. I feel 60-40,
Wow.
65-35. I
Wow.
think we're going to beat the Steelers. And boy,
Wow. Oh my
KB,
god.
you better be glad we're not playing the Packers. You better be glad we're not
Oh
playing the Packers this year.
oh god.
'Cause
This
it would be
man.
such an Armageddon.
Man.
We are back. Rise up, ATL. Falcons fans, come out of hiding now.
Oh my
Falcons
god.
fans, you know, for years, I'm so sick of hearing people, "Hey, what's your favorite team?" And they're like, I'm a Falcons fan." Enough of that. Now stand up, shoulders high, chest out, and we can say it proud. Atlanta Falcons, rise up. It's our time. It is our year.
Bro.
I'm so happy.
Oh shit,
Yes, it's
bro.
time.
All
You got
right. You done? Because the last time your fans looted freaking Atlanta, oh, we went to the Super Bowl. Oh my God, we're here. And fell over and died. Come on now. Let's bring this guy back to reality. We are talking about the Falcons. It's in their DNA to get your hopes up and just fall and crumble. Relax, Phil. Relax. It's okay to be optimistic, but bro, we are talking about the Falcons. They get your hopes up on a weekly basis and drop them. NFC Championship, you kind of pushing it, bro. You starting to sound like barbecue. He's sounding like a sane fan of his team for once. Now this NFC Championship is ridiculous, and if you get there, you're gonna get your ass kicked by the Packers. It's inedible. So we probably,
oh,
if you
you gotta
guys
cook
really
me.
do your job, we should play this year. We should be seeing you in the playoffs this year. But I got a feeling the Falcons are going to come short like they always do. So we probably won't see you there. But let's come back to reality. We're talking about the Falcons. It's always 50-50 with them. That Super Bowl was 50-50 with them. I don't give a damn how good you were doing in that first half. We are talking about the Falcons, not the Steelers, not the Packers. No, the Falcons. I will give you props. You guys, I shouted you guys out on my Instagram. I did because I was proud to be from Georgia. Besides being a fan of the Braves, I was happy to see another Georgia team make good decisions and so they can win and not just care about making a stadium look good. Because let's be honest, yeah, the Georgia Dome was old, but bro, you buy this expensive stadium to do what? Nothing. So you better make that stadium worth the investment. That's basically why you guys went out and got these people because you gotta make that stadium worthwhile. I mean, seriously, it's a tourist destination. It's not to come watch the Falcons at this point. But hey, you guys might do that this year. You might. So relax. It's okay. It's okay. It still got Captain Kirk, Mr. Regular Season. Man, get out of here. You Falcons are desperate and clawing for a championship. You've been doing it since you were created. So that's what y'all need. I mean, come on to get rejuvenated. Because if you lose, you come up short. It's just the same old Falcons. That's what they're gonna say. Same old Falcons. And I'm I'm I will say this. This last thing. Because dude, I might pass out because I'm feeling a little strange. Because Phil just it makes me freaking go Super Saiyan when he comes at me crazy. The Falcons will fall. They won't rise. They'll fly up there. The hunter comes out with a Packers hat on, and boom. Well, actually, week one, I need the Steelers to come out there and boom, shoot them out the air and bring them back to reality. You got that barbecue? I'm done. Now barbecue's about to tell you guys, oh, the Falcons are my second favorite team, so because I'm from Georgia, so I'm happy for them.
Alright. Wow, it feels weird being a voice of reason here. I'm in the middle. For once. Phil's all the way on the plus side. KV, as normal, has nothing to say but negative. Um,
Say some positive? I did say some positive. I literally shouted
but
them out yesterday. Thank you.
I'm
Positive.
talking about on the show. Um,
The show, it's still on there. Phil literally liked the post. You want to see? I'll show you the post.
all right, no, I want to talk. Um, but I
There you go.
I'm happy for the Falcons. Don't get me wrong.
I tell you.
I'm happy for them. I mean, who can't be happy for them? They have one. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL. Let's be honest. Let's no shade being thrown. Let's be honest. Who can't be happy for them? Except KB. But um, we're still gonna kick your ass on week one. Um,
Okay.
sorry, I gotta get my $5 from you, but yeah, I hope the best for you guys. Um, except week one. Week one, all bets are off. I hope you guys get squashed into a million pieces week one. After that, we can become friends again. Uh, but yeah, I hope the best for you guys, and definitely gonna beat out the Saints, 100%. Um, Saints are garbage. Might even beat out Tampa Bay. Who else is in your division?
Panthers.
Panthers.
Panthers, definitely good. You actually might come on top for your division this year, which would be amazing.
I'll say this. I wanted to point this out. I do hate on the Falcons, but I don't know if you guys have noticed. If you haven't, some of my favorite players were Falcons fans. If I talk to y'all about my favorite NFL players, my number one favorite players was a Falcon. My number two was a Falcon, and that's Julio Jones and Michael Vick. They're two of my favorite players. They were Falcons, so I don't totally hate the Falcons. I just don't root for them. Yeah,
The
I
two
mean,
Panther killers.
they fumbled the bag on Brett Favre after 3 games. So what do you expect from them? But anyways, let's continue the show.
He was a drunk with us. I mean, Brett Favre was with us, so we had to cut him. He got his credit when he got cut and came to y'all. He was a drunk on the street with us. That's why we had to let him go.
Who cares? That drunk won us a Super Bowl.
Very long time ago.
Be like the Cowboys. Look the other way and have them on the team. That's what you guys should have done. That's probably why run into so much bad luck because they do that so much.
All right. Anything to say about sports left?
Oh, I mean, are we gonna talk about who's gonna win each of our divisions unbiasedly, or are we not
We
doing
already
that?
did that.
We did? I don't remember that,
Yeah, we
but
did that
okay.
weeks ago. We can do it again, but
Oh no, we don't got it. We don't have to. We don't have to. Okay. Anything else in
did
sports?
we do that
Oh
weeks
yeah,
ago?
we won the. I think we did. I don't think we officially did that. I really
Phil,
don't.
I thought we did.
I remember doing it because we had pulled up and we did our division prediction
Oh
when
yeah,
that
yeah,
was like the week.
yeah. We did that last week.
No,
Yeah.
we did it when
I will
NCAA comes
say
out because I didn't delete my sports show notes, so I have division prediction winners, national anthem, home run derby, expectations for basketball Olympics, and NCAA 25. So we did it that week. It was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more
Speaking of the
thing
Olympics,
about
I mean, America won the most medals, so yeah, we're better than China. I don't care if we tied with China or not. Anyways, we still won the most medals at
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
most
say the same thing
controversial
about
Olympics.
yeah, I was gonna say the same thing about the Olympics. I did have kind of a little trivia type thing about that, but we kind of got a packed show, so I'll say that for another time. But yeah, shout out to the U.S. winning the most goals. I mainly watched the men's Olympic basketball team. There's Dayton Curry, legendary moment. LeBron James got MVP of the Olympics. Seeing the three of them, LeBron, Curry, and KD together, kind of as a final send off with the Olympics for them, that was great to see. Shout out to the women's basketball team as well. They won their, I think they've won like crazy amount of games in a row. They haven't lost a game since like '96 in the Olympics. So shout out to them as well. Shout out to all the Olympic athletes in general who competed. And yeah, look seeing it again in 2028 in LA.
all right. So before we begin the fun show, I have a question that kind of replaces Phil's "What's on your mind?" Unless you have another "What's on your mind" for this week.
I don't. What was on my mind was the Falcons.
All
As
right.
soon as all this stuff was happening, I was like, "That's what's on my mind."
All right. So this kind of replaces Phil's "What's on my mind" for this week, or it doesn't really replace, but all right. Top three artists right now. So we all know our artists change actually from year to year sometimes. I just started listening to a new artist that's probably one of my favorites. So want to see your guys' top three artists right now.
I'll go first. My top three are Big X the Plug is number one, man. That dude, bro, Texas rap right now, in my opinion, has a chokehold on the rap game. The South in period has the biggest chokehold on music. Period. I don't care what you say, because all of the rappers are from the South, with exception of few of them. But Big X the Plug, Mexican OT, the Mexican OT. Who's my third? I've also been listening to. Oh shit. Currently? Third one? I might have to be random. You guys probably don't know this guy because like I listen to so much stuff. So I'm gonna go Peso. He's a Hispanic rapper from California. He just got out of jail, but since he got out of jail, he dropped some pretty good music. You know? Yeah. A lot of my favorite rappers are either inmates or they're not. They're no longer with us. So yeah.
I respect the list. This is always tough for me because I kind of like what KB was saying. I listen to so much, and trying to keep it on what I mainly go to right now. Of course, I'm gonna leave Michael Jackson away from it. That's my favorite artist ever. I'll always listen to Mike, but trying to keep it current. Number one, SZA. I love me some SZA, bruh. Not only is she fine as hell, but she really does make great music.
We
SZA
definitely can
is,
tell.
yeah. SZA, my baby mama, bruh. Like I mess with SZA heavy, and I really do like mess with her music. So SZA's one. Uh, Next is no, they're kind of a label type thing. But Concrete Boys or Concrete Family with Lil Yachty, Camo, Caribou, EC2 Trill, Draft Day. I think that's all of them. But yeah, I really mess with their music. They a mixtape earlier this year, and it's one of my favorite projects this year. I gotta check out a lot. I got through half of the Ski Mask album. It's a lot of albums I gotta check through, but they definitely have my favorite project this year. So I've been listening to them heavy. And another kind of basic answer, but it's just who I go to often, right? Drake, man. I know the Kenny, really kind of puts a bad name when you mention Drake now, but I still go back. I still listen to him. Even some recent stuff he's been putting out, I've been listening to. He's been putting out some behind the scenes stuff. So Drake is I go out to. So that had to be my top three though. SZA, Concrete Family, and Drake.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna take out Peso and put Fredo Bang. I'm sorry, I know a lot of YB fans don't like Fredo Bang, but I don't get into beef with between two rappers because you don't even know them for real. So why are you getting involved in it? But yeah, I'm putting Fredo Bang up there. I get it, bro. It's, like I said, there's so many rappers. I'm gonna put Big X the Plug, the Mexican OT, and Fredo Bang, bro. That's what I'm gonna do.
My top three right now. Coming in at number three. I didn't just discover him. He's been around for a while. He did unfortunately pass away, I think 2018, 2017. But I just started listening to him like 2 or 3 days ago. Uh, is Mac Miller. I feel like
Okay, yeah.
he's very underrated right now. Um, Number two, Juice, as always, Juice. And my number one, which I'm super excited, I'm gonna go see his concert next weekend, is Ski Mask the Slum God. He's up there number one right now.
Very badly. Yeah, the take about Mac Miller I really like a lot. He's someone else that I didn't listen to. I recently, when I, unfortunately heard or saw that he passed away, that's when I started to, want to listen to his music. And going into it, it's not something I expected at all. I kind of thought he was just a regular rapper. He definitely has like real art and creativity with his music that I didn't expect. He's kind of more of a Tyler the Creator. um these they don't really make the same music, but as far as like experimental and sound, kind of like Tizo Touchdown, just kind of like that. He just has, a nice, unique sound to him that was.
Yeah, I just started listening. I mean, I just he popped up in my head, and I just it's like, I'll give him a try. So here we are. All right. Next up, D23 was last weekend, or was it last weekend, or was it the weekend before? I think it was last weekend. That's right, because we had some issues, technical issues, uh, last week. Um, so starting off with the movies that were announced, Moana 2. We got a trailer for Moana 2. We got a name for the next Avatar movie. It's Avatar Fire and Ash. We got a storyline for Toy Story 5. Hoppers, which is an original movie. We finally got, I think we got a trailer for Ello. We got Incredibles 3 announcement, Zootopia 2, Frozen 3, uh, The Mandalorian and Grogu movie. We got a new sneak peek at Captain America Brave New World. Shows Red Hulk, but we'll get into that in a minute. We got some news about Fantastic Four, Freaky Friday remake, a Lilo and Stitch live action movie, Snow White live action movie, Tron 3, and we got more information about Mufasa, the Lion King story. Starting off with Moana 2. I believe the trailer dropped for that. I'm not really interested in this. It's more of a kiddie movie. Personally, I didn't watch the first one, so but I want to get your thoughts on that one.
I mean, what can I say besides you're welcome? I mean, shoot, I like that movie, man. There's some cute movies I'll watch, and there's others I won't watch. And this is one I would want to watch. I mean, it has an interesting, storyline. Now she has a little sister, so that's interesting. But yeah, yeah, it seems interesting. I like the trailer. I'm probably gonna watch it. I watched the first one, so I'll watch it. Because man, I was a Disney fan growing up. I'm not Nickelodeon. I mean, I got into Nickelodeon like when I was 12, probably, but I was really more into Disney and Cartoon Network. So yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it.
Yeah, I'll about Moana too. I actually am really looking forward to this. I saw Moana when the first one when it came out, I think 2016, 17. I really liked that movie a lot. And it's still the kid in me. I love those kid movies. It's just hard for me to go see them because it's kind of where a grown man going to watch a children's movie. My brothers are getting older, so they're not really interested in it or acting like they're not interested in it. I'm really looking forward to it. I love the story. It was a great movie. Um, also, I'll say this in the group chat. I'm not gonna say the other show, but yeah, I really wanted to. I'm really looking to that. I think a good movie.
I mean, you're never too old to watch cartoons. My cousin, she watches cartoons, and she's older than all of us. Yeah, she watches cartoons. She watches Boomerang, though. 'Cause, she's not an old head, but she's older than us. Yeah. But anyway, she watches cartoons, so shoot, I still watch them.
I mean, I still watch
You
cartoons.
Oh
can
yeah,
It's
argue anime is
Moana
a
I
car.
was never really
You
interested in.
you can debate that anime's cartoons, even though it's probably more of some anime is more of an adult cartoon. But yeah, you're never too old to watch
nah,
cartoons. But yeah.
I have no shame in cartoons. I just tell any SpongeBob is my favorite show to this. Like I have no. It's just it's kind of weird, if you go into theaters, it's kind of hard to definitely, of course, by yourself or even convince like a friend going to see that. It's kind of difficult. So that's why that's hard. But yeah, I mean, I have no shame in it really. But yeah, I am looking forward to it though. I probably had to watch it at home whenever it comes to a streaming service or whatever. But nevertheless, I am looking at
Yeah, I was never interested in Moana. I mean, I like cartoons. It's just that type of that movie is just eh. But that's my personal opinion. Um, Next up, Avatar: Fire and Ash. I didn't watch the second one, The Way of the Water. I might. The first one was hot take here. First one was only okay. Avatar. I mean, the CGI and stuff is great. That's amazing, but Story wise, not great in my opinion.
I'm still the holdout. The avatar that I only recognize is The Last Airbender. Thank you. It was before that crap. And that movie was shitty. It was not good to me. It really wasn't. Like, I really cannot get into that first one. And since I'm a holdout and I stick true to the real Avatar, I did not watch the second one, and I'm not gonna watch the third one. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, that's kind of crazy. Some of us are big Avatar fans. I personally remember when the first one out, I think '09 or something, because I was in Texas. I remember me and my dad were watching it. And of course, I was 4 then, so I just see blue people running around. But from the story my dad was explaining, it was like former veteran or whatever. He's paralyzed, and basically that's his way to walk. Or at least that's how it starts off. I'm not sure. I don't remember at all. And that's the part seems kind of interesting, but I definitely agree with you on the part of barbecue. I think it's more CGI and the look of the movie is amazing. I think that's why a lot of people are captivated by it or like to go watch it. But also to your point, KB, as well, when I hear Avatar, I think of The Last Airbender. And I'm not even like a huge fan of that, but that's just what I think about. That's where my mind goes. I haven't really gave the Avatar movies a chance either, but yeah, I won't be seeing the third one anytime soon. I'll definitely, if I do decide to, I'll have to revisit the first couple.
All right, next up, Toy Story 5 story was revealed. Um, so it's basically the toys uh are going in and basically accepting the fact that iPads are coming in and dealing with iPad kids basically. I feel like this is great. I think it had mixed feelings, I heard, but I feel like this is great. Toy Story's always had a special place in my heart. It was my dad's favorite. I'm probably gonna go see this. Um, but yeah, I grew up on Toy Story, so I love everything Toy Story. So plus Tom Hanks as Woody, and who plays? Hang on. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen um, as Buzz and Woody. I mean, can't argue with those guys. So yeah, I'll definitely be seeing this. Whether it's in the theaters, probably not. But whenever it comes to streaming, I'll definitely see it.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to agree with barbecue. It's a good concept, even though technically it's taking a direct shot at us, but technically wasn't an iPad kid. I have never owned an Apple product a day in my life, so technically I am not an iPad kid. But anyways, the concept is pretty good, because the only thing is like what I was saying about Toy Story is give it a break. When 4 came out, I don't think I even seen 4. I was like, give it a break, bro. Just let it go at this point. But this concept has changed it, turned it around, in my opinion. So it should be a good movie. The concept, the storyline, it should be good, in my opinion.
Phil, oh, I think we lost Phil. But it's not taking a shot at us. It's taking a shot at the next generation. Because we aren't iPad kids. We are too
Oh,
old.
the iPad wasn't out when we were kids.
No, it was, but we weren't addicted to it. It's really the next generation that's iPad kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see that.
my bad, y'all. But basically, like both of you were saying, I love Toy Story. Number two is the best one, but that's another debate. I feel like they should have stopped after number three. Number three was such a perfect ending with Andy going off to college, him handing it off to I forgot the little girl's name, but basically handing it off. They continue their adventure. Let us let it play out in our head and happily move on. Number four, I did not like, mainly because not only was the plot kind of dumb, like Sporky or whatever is replacing Woody, like come on now, but also the fact that they separated Woody from the gang. That is something that Woody would never do. I feel like he basically Woody basically left the gang for a hole. Like come on now. I mean let's just keep it a buck. I didn't like that. So when all I saw at first was Toy Story 5, and I'm like, come on, stop this shit. Like we got to stop this. But like you guys are saying, when I saw the plot, and I think KV sent it in the group chat or whatever, and he was like, the plot is interesting. When I saw the plot, I was like, that's a great plot. Cause it's like, are kids even really playing with toys anymore? And how does this new technology impact, the Toy Story crew in their journey? So I think the plot is amazing. I hope the movie comes out good. But and hopefully it could save the destruction that they kind of did with number four, in my opinion. Because that just I didn't like that at all. So with this being a good plot, it makes sense. Hopefully it could be good. And yeah, I don't think it's a shot at this either. I don't think we were iPad kids at all. I think we caught the main thing I say about our generation. I always say we're one of the best ones because we experienced the tail end of what our parents did and then the very beginning of what the new generation is doing. Because I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
about y'all, but yeah, I was playing with toys when I
I
when I was
was
a
too.
kid. Yeah, so and
I
I
still
don't
have
I
know.
think
stuffed animals in my room, so
Yeah, yeah, fact.
I don't know. I kind of gave up on toys after like probably like fifth grade. I threw away all my toys. So yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, I agree, Phil. We were kind of caught in the middle of the technology boom. Well, not the tech. Our parents were in the technology boom, really. But anyways, we were on the more advanced version of technology. Beginning to be more advanced.
yeah,
So yeah, I agree. We're kind of in the middle
yeah. I
because
mean,
I
yeah,
grew up. I don't know about y'all. We had a box TV. My brother
yeah.
doesn't even know what a box TV is. We still had box TVs in our house before the flat screen. So yeah.
No, no, that's real though. And I don't know about y'all, but I remember like when I was in second grade. There was no pulling up the video or whatever on the screen. Like anytime the counselor would roll the box TV into the classroom and play the video. So, we kind of caught the tail end of that stuff. And also we were talking about not being chef or whatever a while ago. I don't remember when I stopped playing with toys, but I ain't gonna cap. If it wasn't for the fact, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If it wasn't for the fact I'll be looked at extremely insane, I promise you I would probably still play with toys now. I'm just gonna be real. It's just when you think about it, the different things you used to do, the worlds we used to create, like I kind of miss that. But yeah, I don't know when I stopped. But yeah, I feel like we definitely caught the that's why I always say we're kind of the best generation because we caught, like I said, the beginning of now and then the tail end of what our parents and stuff experienced.
yeah. Toy Story for Toy Story. I'll get into what you guys are talking about in a minute. Um, First of all, Phil, one's the best. Um,
Nah, nah.
Two's the second best. Three probably third best. Four fourth best. I actually don't remember four at all. All I remember is them going to a carnival for some reason, or something, and yeah, it's just not that memorable.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Actually, one and two might be tied for first. I did like two because two is the one where Jesse was introduced, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that one was good. Uh, but but yeah, I feel like they
I
should have
mean,
skipped
if
four, and five should have really been the four. I feel like
Hmm.
four could have easily been skipped. Um, I know they were doing a bunch of like
yeah, I
shorts and horror shorts and weird stuff, but
Yeah.
I think five could have this movie could have replaced four, and it could have been a great. It would have been a great four movies because you got to think about it. Phil, you said at the third one they opened the door. They
stop.
basically opened the door for
Lay
more
down.
movies when he handed the toys off to his sister. So They could have been smart and brought the iPad kids in at that point, or technology, because technology, yeah, it didn't. It started to keep us inside after a while. Like once we got the 360 and the Wii, we were inside. So yeah, I mean, they could have went somewhere with like a game console or something. And then yeah, five.
Well, 4 didn't come out too long ago. It came out like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't long at all.
So yeah, like I said initially, yeah, you could have sought five's idea for four. Then if it just recently came out, you could have made put four in that place.
Yeah, yeah. Real quick to your point first, barbecue, because I don't want to stay on it too long because it could turn into a whole debate
Yeah.
topic on its own. But I just will say, don't sleep on three. Because I was a hater on three, but I saw it late night on TV like about a month ago, and I watched it, and I was like, this is low key in competition for probably the best, simply because it's just like I said, plot was good and the ending was just perfectly set up. And moving to your point, KV, uh, it's two ways you could look at it. You could look at it as the ending of number three was the perfect way to start more movies. I personally think that the ending was just a perfect ending, but if they did want to continue, I know the short, like the horror films and other shorts, some people may not be a fan of, but in my opinion, if you are going to continue on with something, I do think that's the best way rather than making a whole nother movie about it. Just kind of throwing shorts out, kind of showing what they're doing. I know Up kind of did the same thing with the dog and the old dude, but I'd also agree with the point of if they were gonna make another one, I definitely think this plot should have been number four and ended it there. Because not that's why I think they're doing another one. Because number four is honestly it doesn't exist. If I'm being real, it's just yeah.
Yeah. I feel like every series or every franchise, I should say, has that one movie that's bad. I feel like 4 was that movie. Even though it does have a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes somehow. Um,
It's
but
Rotten Tomato. That does not mean shit.
but yeah, I mean, 4 was not great. It wasn't memorable. That's my thing. It wasn't memorable. Like, Toy Story 1, they're just introducing it. Sid's in it. Everyone knows Sid. Toy Story 2, they introduce a few new characters, a new villain. Toy Story 3, it's the one with the bear. And Toy Story 4 is just like, what was Toy Story 4? Like,
Yeah.
the only thing I remember is the carnival happened, and I think that's just mainly from the promotional stuff. So, all right. Next up, Hoppers is an original movie coming in 2026. Animal lover Mabel uses clever new technology to hop into lifelike robotic beavers. Not gonna lie, sounds weird. Um, Everyone's saying Disney create original content, create original content. Now they are, so I mean, I guess that's a plus, but I don't know. Sounds weird to me.
It just kind of sounded weird. I guess it's going off of the whole AI thing, AI technology. That's what it sounds like to me. So, I guess, yeah, I probably won't watch it, but hey, I want to. If you can get me with a good trailer, there's a chance I might watch the movie, except the Avatar movie, of course. But yeah, if you can get me with a good trailer, I might go actually watch the movie. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm all for them, trying to make new content or experimenting with different things. But yeah, this ain't it, Chief, or at least just the way it's sounding. But yeah, it may do well. It may not just be for us. It's probably meant for a younger demographic or audience. I do agree with KV. I think it's kind of playing off the whole AI stuff that's going on now that seems to be real prominent in today's time. But yeah, it doesn't seem like for me at least. But we'll have to see.
Next up, Elo, which is another original. Which this sounds like it could be good. I know it's been in development for years now. I think there's been a bunch of issues with it. So it's been in development for a long time. I feel like it was supposed to come out in like 2020, but then we all know what happened then. Um, so Elo is a space fanatic with an active imagination, finds himself on a cosmic uh, mass adventure where he must form new bonds with alien life forms, navigate a crisis of intergalactic proportions, somehow discover that he is truly meant who he truly is meant to be. Honestly, this sounds good. It sounds like it has a great life lesson for kids. It sounds like it could be a good movie, possibly a good Disney's next franchise.
All right. Maybe even though he's so fly, good looking, a cool guy, but I do have my nerdy side to me. And this sounds like some straight up Star Trek shit, bro. This sounds like Star Trek. That is literally the plot to Star Trek. So, yeah, that's literally the plot to Star Trek. I want to point that out. And then I want to say, I mean, it does sound pretty good. It might be good. Like I said, hit me with a good trip. Maybe I'll hit your pocket with some good money and go watch it. There you go.
Yeah, this original idea definitely sounds more promising and better than the previous one that we mentioned. I do agree with KB on the part that it just sounds like something that we've seen or something similar that we've heard before. He mentioned Star Trek. I don't know why. I'm trying to look it up. I can't remember the name of the movie. It was this animated movie. I don't think it was Disney. It came out 2009, I want to say. It was like Planet Mine, like Save Mine. It was basically the point of the movie. It was animation, and the kid got in an argument with his mom. The mom got kidnapped by aliens, sent to space, and he went into space to save the mom. I can't remember the name of that movie, but good movie. But it kind of just reminds me of that too. Um, but yeah, I something that I need to see a trailer for, just to just to see more. But they may potentially have something with that.
Next up,
Mars Needs Moms. Okay, I'm sorry. That's what the movie called. Mars Needs. It came out
Oh yeah, I
2011.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
next up, another sequel. Incredibles 3. See, I didn't think they really needed an Incredibles 2. I mean, they made it like what 10 years after the first one, and the first one had a cliffhanger at the end. So I really didn't think they needed it. Um, but I can't remember if Incredibles 3 had a cliffhanger too. But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this one.
I mean, Incredibles 2 is kind of more about the mom, in my opinion. So, like, a third, what you gonna make that one about? But we'll see. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't trash or anything. But like Barbecue said, I mean, Incredibles could have been a one and done. But when you throw a cliffhanger in there, you kind of got to throw out another movie. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing what it's about. But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have mixed feelings about Incredibles 3. Incredibles was one all-time great movie. I just think that they kind of missed the mark on the opportunity to turn into a series just because they waited so long. The only good part of Incredibles 2 to me was the fact that we finally got to see that boss fight that they ended off of with the cliffhanger of Incredibles 1, which was awesome to see. But other than that, from what I remember with Incredibles 2, like KV was saying, it was kind of more focused on the mom. They had outlaw superheroes, so we really didn't get to see the Incredibles family a lot during the movie until the very end. It was kind of focused on the mom sneaking around doing like missions on her own, and the dad being jealous because he wants to be a superhero too. And that's just, that plot really wasn't it. So interesting how number three is going to be. I just would like to see the family, team up and get to see them, be heroes and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting, but yeah, kind of have mixed feelings about it as well.
Yeah, I mean, and the boss fight for the Incredibles 2 going like the cliffhanger from one, that didn't even last too long. It lasted like a third of the movie. Like that, it wasn't. It was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Two, one was golden. Two was, okay. Now three, I feel like, I just don't want this to turn into a Toy Story situation, which Toy Story had at least three great movies so far. Incredibles has one great movie.
Hmm.
So I just don't want them to ruin Incredibles, really. All right, next up, Toy Story 2 or Zootopia 2. Another one I feel like they could have just done without. Um, I feel like Zootopia 1, perfect, great movie, great twist ending. Boom, one, done. Get your money. That's it. Now, Zootopia 2, I don't know. I don't know what much of the story is left to tell.
I mean, Zootopia 1, I watched the movie, but it wasn't all that to me. So yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like a one that you would regard a second one. But hey, yeah, I might watch it just because.
Yeah, Zootopia 1 was a pretty good movie from what I remember. But it is one of those movies where, like Barbecue was saying, kind of one and done. I don't really see what's the point in making another one. And if you were going to make another one, I think what is it, 8 years later? I think, yeah, 8 years later to come out with another one. So another one of those situations kind of missing the mark. But only thing that gives me hope, because the first one was so good and they obviously took their time to make another one, it should be a solid movie. But yeah, it's one of those things, one and done. It was a good movie. Kind of just leave it alone. It really makes no sense to come out with a second one. But we'll have to see what they cooked up.
All right, next up, Frozen 3. Um, didn't watch Frozen 2. Heard it was good. All I'm gonna say for this one is if they have a good story to tell, then keep telling that story. Frozen's kind of a story where you could tell, make multiple movies out of it, unlike Zootopia. I mean, they can go on different adventures and stuff, I guess, with that. But Frozen 3 coming out soon.
I mean, I just want to say the code never bothered me anyway. But yeah, I didn't watch. I didn't even watch the second one. I ain't gonna hold you. I watched the first one. The first one was interesting. That movie was funny. But yeah, but yeah. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna watch it. It is a princess movie, but I'll hold you, bro. It makes some pretty good princess movies. Don't be some interesting movies. I don't
Facts.
care. Be some interesting movies now. So yeah, but
They
yeah.
need to make some Prince movies. Why Disney never made a Prince movie?
Exactly.
I just
Be
thought about
inclusive.
it. Yeah,
Equality.
yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Equality.
But speaking about Frozen 3, the cold damn sure bothered me. I had beef with Frozen because I hate that song. I hated that song, bro. They just played it over and over. I haven't even watched Frozen. I've seen bits and pieces. I've not watched Frozen beginning to end. I damn sure didn't watch number two. I'm not gonna watch number three just because that song "Let It Go" was everywhere. What year was that? 2014, 15, whatever year it was everywhere, and it annoyed the hell out of me. I never even gave Frozen a chance because of that. So I really don't have much to much to say when it comes to Frozen.
Yeah, I think she had to come out. The writer of that song had to come out and like publicly apologize because everyone was playing it so much.
Yeah,
But
I,
yeah,
yeah. I will say though, um. Olaf, I think his name from Frozen, the snowman. He has some solid songs. I like Disney used to play his song Summer. Where he wish he could be in summer with that. That song was solid. And then Frozen gave us it was Olaf too. Do you want to build a snowman? When they brought the Disney
His
cast
name is
together.
Olaf. Olaf.
Olaf. Olaf.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Olaf. I'm sorry, Mr. Snowman. But yeah, when they brought that Disney cast together to sing "Do You Want to Build a Snowman," that was legendary too. So Frozen did do those two things, but I didn't. I can't give it a chance.
next up, The Mandalorian and Grogu are coming out with a movie. As a Star Wars fan, I mean, it's great, but I feel like their story should just stick to the show. I feel like we don't need a movie. I feel like show would be just perfect.
I mean, but they're combining everything. I thought at one point the shows were supposed to tie into this big thing, and I guess it's a movie. So I think it's gonna be more than just the Mandalorian in the movie. So, mm, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'll watch anything Star Wars, even though Star Wars can't make up their mind about what timeline they want to be on. But hey, it is what it is. I'm still gonna watch it. And then the Grogu. Are we talking about the Grogu movie too, or we're gonna save
It's
that separately?
Mandalorian and Grogu. That's one
Oh,
movie. They're in one movie.
wait.
The name of the movie is Mandalorian and Grogu.
I don't know why I was thinking about the tree character from Marvel. I'm not gonna hold you when you say
True.
Grogu. Because everybody always says Baby Yoda, that's Baby Yoda, that's Baby Yoda. Like, I forget his actual name. I mean, I think it'll be a good movie. I mean, shoot. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I mean, the show's good. I mean, so are they gonna do another season of the show, or
Yeah,
what are
they're
they
gonna
gonna do
continue the
next
show.
afterward? That's my question.
Yeah, I don't have too much to speak on it because I have not watched The Mandalorian. My brothers and my dad would have everything to say about it though because they watch it. Especially my younger brother. I know he watches it. I watch religiously, but I will say as far as them turning it into a movie, I could see kind of the pros and cons to that. Kind of what KB was saying, if they're tying everything together to make it one big thing and then continuing with the show afterwards, I think that's cool. I think that works. But, I hope it's not a type of thing where they're kind of running ideas as far as seasons go. So they're just gonna throw something to a movie and then try to get eyes and attention for the next seasons they're trying to come out with. So as long as it's executed well, I think this is actually going to be great. Having the show transition to a movie, and then going back to the show. But yeah, it really depends on how they execute it.
Yeah, this is a movie. If it comes out in theaters, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Um, but I don't know. I feel like if a show's a show, I feel like there's certain circumstances where it should be a movie, but I feel like this is not one of them. I feel like just keep the show, put whatever ideas you have for the movie as like a season for the show.
I feel like it's the opposite. If a movie, I mean, I'm cool with a movie turning into a show, but not a show turning into a movie. So yeah, but I feel like sometimes when a movie gets turned into a show, it doesn't do well. But I feel like if a thing was a movie first and then it's a show, I'm cool with that. But like Barbecue said, I'm not cool with a show turning into a movie because let's be real, when SpongeBob got turned into a movie, that first one was not that good to me. I ain't gonna hold you, it just wasn't. So yeah.
Are we talking about the animated SpongeBob movies or the cartoon ones?
Mm, I'm talking about the one with when they had that burger, that vehicle that looked like a burger.
Was it all cartoon?
I don't remember, but I know it was one of the first ones they came out with.
Okay.
All right, next up, we got more information about Captain America: Brave New World. I'm excited for this movie. It has I can't remember his name. Oh, what's his name? Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. Uh, and so yeah, I'm excited for this movie. Um, they did show an official look at Red Hulk. He looks good. And that's gonna be the villain, I'm assuming, for the movie.
It's interesting. I first heard of Red Hulk when they made that TV show about the Hulk and like his whole family or whatever,
Okay.
whatever. And so, I mean, I like that TV show about all the different types of Hulks and stuff because that's when I first heard of She-Hulk. So Red Hulk, I mean, yeah, he was pretty cool in that. So I'm interested to see what's this about.
Yeah, so I saw this trailer actually for the first time when I saw the Deadpool movie last week, and I got excited for it. It was really good, but I felt like I couldn't get as excited and captivated by it as I wanted to because I felt lost in a certain way also during the trailer because it kind of shows that, especially to follow along with the Sam Wilson Captain America story, it shows that you got to watch the show and to see what's going on. And I haven't really done that, so I'm gonna have to watch the show so I can have more of a better understanding of what's going on as far as his journey as Captain America before I get into the movie. And as far as Red Hulk goes, he did look good. No homo. Oh my gosh, but I definitely had to do my homework on Red Hulk though, because I must say I do remember the show that KB was talking about the Hulk family. I didn't watch it; it was just kind of weird to me. I'm like, why Hulk and the whole family? Like, not for me. But I'm not familiar with Red Hulk at all as far as his origins, so I definitely need to do my homework and stuff on that also before I watch the movie.
Yeah, you should definitely watch. I can't remember the name of it. It's not Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It's Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's what it is. It is one of the better shows. I think it's one of the first ones they came out with, if not the first one they came out with. But yeah, it is definitely one of the better ones. All right. I'm gonna only say like the ones that we got one, two, three, four, five, 6 movies left. I'm probably only gonna say talk about 3 more of them because it's just gonna go on. This can go on for like another hour. So next up, Fantastic Four. Pretty much. I don't think we saw a trailer yet. I think we did get some sneak peek pictures though. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping this movie seems like it's getting better and better every week. Um, it should have Doom in it, I believe, and I think Galactus might be in it too. So, you guys know how I feel about wanting to see Galactus. Finally, I think we saw him in one of the X-Men movies, but that's about it. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for this movie. 2025 next year. Um, like I said, it looks better and better every week.
Okay, I'll go. Yeah, I've mentioned. I think we've all mentioned how we felt about the Fantastic Four, and how, it seems like it may have to be, just give it up at a certain point. But I agree with you, Barbecue. I've been seeing this stuff. It's looking more and more promising. I have a personal bias to it because I love Stranger Things, and the dude that played Eddie from Stranger Things is in the movie. I believe he is playing the Human Torch, if I'm not mistaken, or he's playing one of them. But so I have bias towards that, and then on top of that, we have Robert Downey Jr. making his return to the MCU. So it has those two things going for it already. And I don't know, I just have a feeling that this one may be different. So I must say, for the first time ever, literally ever, I am looking forward to something Fantastic Four related. So I have high hopes. I won't say high hopes for it, but I'm very I can't say the word. I have a good feeling about it. So, yeah.
I'm not getting my hopes up. They've tried to recreate this movie for years. Yeah, we'll see. I'll go see it just to see um what they're trying this time. But I will say, I mean, the one with Michael B. Jordan, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I actually kind of liked that one. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. So yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely go see it just to see if they actually got it right this time. So yeah.
You also have to see Deadpool and Wolverine so we can talk about it. Because I've been waiting to talk about it on the show. But all right. Next up, they're making a live action Lilo and Stitch. Which I thought they already did years ago, like back in like 2004, but apparently not. Um, my brother's a huge Lilo and Stitch fan, so he's excited for this. Seeing like mentally, like if they just announced it and didn't show Stitch, I probably would think it's not a good idea. But since they showed Stitch, it might be good, honestly. Um, Stitch doesn't look terrible, um, so could be a great movie.
Yeah, I mean, from when they did that big reveal of Stitch, I was like, cool, I'm sold. I don't even need to see his trailer. I'm sold. As long as you got like, I'm always interested when it has like a live action and it's the little creatures and stuff, how do they look? How do they look like the aesthetic? Is it aesthetically pleasing? And I must say it is. No Diddy, no Diddy. Because Stitch is a dude, so no Diddy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
definitely
kind
will
of
watch it.
yeah. I kind of had mixed reviews about it. I'm not a fan of everything turning. Not everything has to be live action, in my opinion. But it seems like this may be pretty solid. I must say, of course, I know Lilo and Stitch. I've watched it, but I'm not a big Lilo and Stitch fan. I can't even tell you what the plot or story is for real. But I would definitely give this a watch, especially with it being live action. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just being real. What I'm most looking forward to, who are they getting to play Lilo's sister? That's who I want to see. Who is going to play Lilo's sister? Because I ain't gonna lie, That's the main reason why I watched Lilo and Stitch, bro. The sister, come on now, y'all got at least somewhat
It's a
decently,
cartoon character.
bro.
It's a cartoon character.
Bro, it's modeled to perfection. It's hold on, bro. So who are they getting to play the sister live action? That's who I'm looking forward to. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna give it a watch, really specifically for that. But but yeah, you know,
Oh yeah,
I'm
Phil.
looking forward to it.
Phil, real quick. Bro, if you can, go look at the Twitch comments, bro. You got shouted out in the Twitch comments, man. Somebody shouted you out.
For real. Let me look. Let me pull up Twitch. But yeah, that's looking forward to that though.
Yeah, man.
Loading in.
Shaking my head. Hey, you called him out. Oh, I do feel like that. You called him out.
That was what, 7 minutes ago? That was on the last talk, or the last.
Oh,
That was about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Next up, Snow White live action. I'm looking at the trailer now. It doesn't look terrible, and I feel like Snow White being like one of the original Disney movies, I feel like it's kind of due for a remake because they haven't touched it since. Oh, The Mandalorian. It was a Mandalorian. Never mind. Yeah, they haven't touched Snow White, I feel like, since the original movie came out, which was one of Disney's first movies. So that was like almost 100 years ago, if not over 100 years ago. So I feel like this is kind of warranted. But at the same time, I feel like if it worked, just leave it alone. So I'm kind of very mixed. I'm very mixed on this one.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't a really big fan of Snow White. I might watch it because it's live action, just because. I mean, they could have touched on it. I don't know if I watched it. I never watched the full show, but maybe they may have touched on it in Once Upon a Time, because the picture is the evil queen with the apple, so they may have talked about it in that show, gave more insight on that.
yeah,
I'm interested in seeing who the seven dwarfs are gonna be. That'll
I
be
think
an
those are
interesting thing.
CGI.
yeah. Man, I did not know it came out in 1937. I knew it was old, but man, that's crazy. But
They had color back then? Oh my god. Anyways,
yeah, but yeah, I'm not a fan. Once again, I kind of and not everything has to be live action, but I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that they haven't done a live action one yet, especially when they were kind of going on the spell of making everything live action. Like I know they had the Cinderella, the Beauty and the Beast. I believe it may have been another one as well. So with them kind of doing that, it doesn't surprise me at all. Um, I really don't. It's not really even the Little Mermaid that recently came out too. So everything, kind of becoming live action. It's really no wrong direction you can go in as long as you keep the original story, the songs that people want to hear. Obviously, they're going to have a couple of their own, new songs or add-ins, a couple of different things just to kind of make it their own and new. But it's going to be your live action Snow White movie. It should be pretty solid.
So then, if it came out, when did you say it came out? 1930 something?
Yeah, 1937.
Oh, it was their second movie then, not their first. Steamboat Willie was their first movie. Um, But I remember, so I watched a few, kind of go off topic here. I watched a few documentaries about Walt Disney and stuff. So it was, this was around the time, no, never mind. This wasn't when they were going bankrupt. That was around Mary Poppins. Um, but this was Disney just invented this new way to like go through forests and stuff. So that was their first. So Snow White was uh uh they were testing stuff and new technology out, which I think is kind of a cool little fact about that.
Yeah, that is.
Um, I can't really explain it how they explained it in the documentary, but um, and another fact around Mary Poppins, Disney was going bankrupt. So we if I can't remember the name of the person who originally wrote Mary Poppins. Um, if she didn't give the rights to Disney to make Mary Poppins, then we might not have a Walt Disney Company, or we
Dang.
definitely wouldn't have had a Walt Disney Company because there's a movie that I love. It's called Saving Mr. Banks. It tells you that whole story. Um, she basically drug her feet through the whole thing. She did not want to give up the rights to Mary Poppins, the film rights to Mary Poppins. She like hated
I
every
remember that movie. Okay.
yeah, it was a good movie. Every single idea they pitched to her, she hated. Um, and they ended up releasing it. I believe she hated the movie too, and didn't give them the rights to make any more movies about it. But because she made like 3 or 4 books based off Mary Poppins, or no, maybe they did give them the right. She did give them the rights because there's the new Mary Poppins that just came out recently. I don't know, but yeah, just a little Disney fact for you. Disney almost went bankrupt. I think a few times actually, but not to get off topic too much. Third and final one, yeah, Mary Poppins Returns, which came out in like 2018, 2017. Um, third and final movie that was announced that we're doing. There's 2 more, I believe, that we're not gonna mention. Um, Tron Ares came out with a little promotional snippet, I believe, maybe a trailer. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, I was never really interested in the Tron series. I mean, I might start watching it, get into it, but
I mean, I never watched Tron, so I don't know anything about the movie. So yeah,
Yeah, Tron is something that my dad is really into, and then he tried to get me into it. So I remember we first watched the ones that came out in the 80s, I believe. And basically, like, dude, he gets Tron is video game, and then he gets stuck in the video game, and he's living and surviving in the game. From what I remember, I think the newer ones are kind of the same story, but yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Never could really get into Tron. Only thing that was cool about it was the games. The Tron games were always pretty cool, like on the computer or whatever. But yeah, as far as like a movie and stuff goes, I can never really get into Tron like that myself.
all right. Other announcements that we're just gonna quickly skim through. Trailer for Star Wars Skeleton Crew came out. I watched like 10 seconds of it. I mean, it looks okay. Might watch it since it's Star Wars. Agatha All Along trailer came out. I'm probably not gonna watch that. Fantastic for Daredevil Born Again snippet was released. Hang on, I'm skimming through this. Ironheart, I believe was announced that it's coming out in 2020, sometime 2025. D23 attendees got to release some, see some unreleased footage, so they didn't release any official, release it to the public, any footage. But Ironheart 2, I'm super excited about that. Andor season 2 was announced. Percy Jackson and the Olympian season 2 was announced. I believe they also announced that Avengers Campus is gonna get an extension, and there is something else that they announced. Let me see. A new Disney Villains Land is coming to Magic Kingdom in Florida. By the picture, it looks kind of cool. So Disney villain fans are gonna have a park, or it'll be a part of Magic Kingdom, so it'll be like a section of Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
And that's it for D23 as far as I know. If any more news comes out, then we'll play it on the next show. Alright, next up, Gravity Falls has been getting some news these last couple weeks. Some cryptic news. Fans are speculating possibly a third season. Because I know a new book came out like 3 weeks ago. But there's this website you can go to. I cannot remember the name of the website. But there's just different cryptic things that's coming out. So I would not be surprised if the third season is announced at some point. Which I wouldn't be mad about. Honestly, Gravity Falls was a great show.
Yeah, Gravity Falls is all time great. It's one of my favorite Disney shows. I don't think they're gonna come out with season 3. They always kind of post cryptic stuff here and there, try to tease the fans, and it usually always leads to nothing. If they were to come out with some more Gravity Falls content, honestly, instead of another season, I would actually prefer like a movie instead, just to kind of show what's been going on and kind of have a beginning and movie. Simply because a whole nother season, I don't know about that. And also because it's gonna be on a streaming service. It's not gonna be, how we used to watch it, where you could just turn on Disney Channel, it's gonna be on, because they don't even really make shows like that anymore. And I feel like for it to do its justice and serve its purpose, I think a movie, if they were going to make some more content, would be best. But I don't think they're going to come out with anything personally.
Yeah, Gravity Falls. I mean, I liked it. I had no idea it was only 2 seasons. It's been a while since I watched that. But yeah, I like that's my favorite. One of my favorite lines. I've been dropping jewels of lines this whole episode was Disco girl coming
Coming
through.
through,
That
that
girl is
girl is
you.
you. Ooh, ooh, yeah, okay,
Oh,
okay,
Tipper
okay.
was It was corny but funny at the same time, bro. That junk this had some good stuff. But like what Phil said, yeah, a third just to throw another season after all this time, looks bad. A movie would
Very
kind of
random.
be
Very
able to.
random.
Yeah, it looks random. So yeah, a movie kind of would, and cap it off and send it on its way.
I mean,
But
has a
yeah,
show ever done that? Come
Yeah.
drop a season 8 years later?
Yep. Star Wars. Oh, what was it? Clone Wars.
Okay, really?
yeah, they did.
Because they stopped
They
making it. They stopped making like 6 seasons. Stopped at like 6 seasons, and then Disney bought Star Wars, and then they made a seventh season in like 2020.
Okay.
yeah, I remember that. But yeah,
Um,
I mean, I would watch a movie of Gravity Falls, so
yeah,
over
I feel like
another season.
you guys are right. I feel like the movie would probably be best. Um, a little information about this that I heard recently. It wasn't Disney that canceled it. It was the writer. He did not want to make even a second season. He wanted to cap it off at season one, but Disney convinced him to make 2 seasons. Um, and and then he made multiple books. He made like 4 or 5 books. Um, like kind of continuing the series, but giving like a little info about different things too. Um, but yeah, I feel like something big has to happen. They would not go through all this trouble because I know what you were saying, Phil. Like they have like there were like rumors a third season was coming, but they didn't go as far as to make a full website countdown and stuff like that they're doing now. So I feel like something big is happening, whether it's another movie or a movie or another season or what.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I've heard about the actually. I feel like this week I came across on TikTok or something. I heard about that with the writer of the show. I didn't know he was kind of continuing it in book. Only thing I had to say about that, shout out to him doing what his heart desires, what he wants to do. But I wish somebody would have set the brother down and told him, we don't want to read, we want to watch the show. I'm just being real. So, you know, uh, either say put your time elsewhere, or write a new original story, but anything Gravity Falls related we would like to watch, sir. But
All right. Something I can't find too much information on. So it's just an announcement that was announced. Um, you both know the Halloween series, the Michael Myers and everything.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're coming out with
uh,
Unreal Engine
new
5
game.
game based off
Yeah,
Halloween, which I feel like could be good. Um, whether you're Michael uh, going off to kill people, or even I cannot remember her name, running from him. So I feel like a
yeah,
Halloween game could be good.
yeah. I might. I mean, but like, isn't there already a video game series kind of like that where they introduce like different scary movie characters in it? Isn't there a
Yeah,
video game
but
like that already?
this is like an official Halloween one.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I'll probably play it. I don't like scary video games. Really don't have an interest in it. But Halloween is one of my favorite scary movies. I don't know why. I just like that movie. It's pretty good. That and Scream, because Scream, like Ghostface is hilarious, man. But yeah, Jason. We're not gonna speak about Jason. That guy scarred me at 5 years old. So we're not gonna talk about him. Anyways, but yeah, yeah, Michael Myers is one of my favorite, you know, slasher, I guess serial killer type characters. So yeah, I'll play the game. I wouldn't mind playing it.
Yeah, I think I agree with the point. KV was saying that, they have games like this. I know the Friday the 13th game with Jason has that same format, and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre has the same format. And I think the Halloween game would do what each of those games did. It'll be popping for a few months. People play it, have fun with it. It'll have its time, and then it'll kind of run its course. I feel like the other games do because it's fun, but just at a certain point, it just kind of gets repetitive and boring. They do things like update character models or add different outfits and customize your Jason, or in this case it'll be Michael Myers. But after a while it just kind of gets played out.
All right, next up, before I give you guys a question, um, some sad news. Paramount television studios is shutting down. After mass layoffs and stuff like that, they are shutting down Paramount Television Studios.
Oh, so that was a joke with the Disney thing? I just assumed that was real. So, yeah. Paramount, I mean, I like Paramount has got some classic stuff, but most classic movie of all time that Paramount was a part of that I watched on Paramount Plus was The Warriors, bro. The Warriors is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a family classic on my
No,
father's
the
side
movies, they're
of
still
the
gonna
family.
make movies and stuff. It's just their television.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that. So like, yeah. Wait, um, a TV
Paramount had
channel?
Paramount is owns Nick, I believe.
Oh yeah, they do. I forgot about that. Oh, Paramount had an Angel Visual channel. Did they buy somebody else out and rename the channel to Paramount or something?
They have Paramount Plus, but that's a
Okay,
streaming
I don't know.
service.
Remember. I don't really remember Paramount having a TV. Yes, I do. They show reruns of Two and a Half Men. But anyways, yeah, that's an amazing show until they dropped one character and brought on another one. That show went bananas. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what happens to everything after a while. All the channels start their streaming service, let it run for a couple of years, and then they shut down the TV channel. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is unfortunate because this is people that lost their jobs. Their lives are completely just like that. It's like, oh shoot, like we got to figure something out. And that's always sad and unfortunate to see people have to go through that. So that's really the main takeaway I take from that. Just prayers out. Hope everybody can find work again, find another job. Get bounced back on their feet. As soon as possible, because yeah, you don't ever want like to hear things like this because it means people lost their jobs and their family. These people have families and people to take care of. They got to take care of themselves, and this is people's livelihoods that's affected from this. So just prayers out to everyone that's affected. Like I said, pray that everyone bounces back as soon as they can and find new jobs and opportunities elsewhere.
My question
Yeah,
is this: why can't they just redirect them to work on projects that are going on Paramount Plus? I don't understand why they can't
not
work
enough.
on that.
Not enough. Probably not enough work. Some people will probably be redirected, but majority will probably get laid off, unfortunately.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
but yeah,
Yeah.
which I find it interesting because they just announced TV show multiple, I believe multiple TV shows at Comic Con, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. So I guess those are going to Paramount Plus. Um, so I believe Nick will still stay around as its own separate thing, but I guess they're not making any, like Paramount itself might not be making any TV shows. I don't know how that works, but yeah, everyone's contributing it to them getting rid of or canceling Halo. They said, "Oh, Halo really knocked that down, huh? Or Halo really was keeping them together. All right. Question for you guys. Last up, before we end for this week. So we all know ice is technically a rock, right?
No, I did know that. I thought ice is frozen water, is it not? I thought it was just frozen water.
But it is a rock.
Is it?
It has rock properties, doesn't it? It's a rock. Ice is a rock.
Are you asking us, is ice a rock?
Well, that's my one question. Yes.
How the fuck is ice a rock? We can eat ice. We can't eat a rock.
Glacier
What?
ice is a non-monomineratic rock. A rock made of
Okay.
only one mineral, like limestone. The mineral ice is a crystallization form of water. Most glacier ice forms through metamorphism.
It
But ice is made in it can be in different shapes. So
So can rocks.
is it like, I mean, yeah, if it over time it does, but how do you ice out of a refrigerator? How do you get ice to look like that in that form? Like how do you form it? How do you program the machine to make it look like that? A rock
It's,
is just a rock.
I mean,
We don't make rocks.
well, ice
Rocks
is a
are
rock.
just there.
It is a rock.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's a rock. Just because you use the keyword metamorphism, I can't say it right, but because one thing I remember in third grade science was we learned the stages of the rock cycle, which is metamorphic, heat and pressure, sedimentary, whatever, erosion and weathering, and igneous, which red hot magma. And the fact that glacier goes through the metamorphic process, it therefore has to be a rock. See, I remember third grade science.
So here's
I
my
guess.
my official question. If ice is a rock, doesn't that make water lava?
Okay. Barbecue, what were you drinking in that soda can? Because these are some questions you ask when you're under the influence. Like,
I mean, it's lemonade.
what? It might be spiked lemonade. They do have that. There's a
Hey,
whole
I didn't
brand
write these
out
right
there
now.
about
I
it.
wrote these like a couple of days ago.
Is water lava?
But technically, it
No,
is
because
because metamorphism.
no. Water
All right,
is water.
let's look
Water
up the
has no
definition
shape.
of lava.
Water has no shape.
Neither does lava.
mean,
Is a
no.
hot molten or semi-fluid rock, which ice is a rock. We've established this. Erupted from a volcano. Oh, but
I don't
then
think
wouldn't it be
water is lava.
magma?
I don't think so. I mean, I think water is lava. Because lava, when you think of lava, you think of something, a hot liquid
But the definition
that
is
spewed.
a hot molten or semi-fluid rock. It's just basically a fluid rock, a rock that's turned into liquid form.
As according to one TikTok user, please let's not ban TikTok. Liquid water is a type of lava because it is the fluid form of a rock, which is that's a word right there, of one more minerals. However, others say that water is not lava. So according to this, it's lava because it's the fluid form of a rock.
That's actually, I think that's where I got this question from, was TikTok.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
love
it's
to.
a volcano or rock.
Yes, it's made of a rock, technically.
I don't think water is, is lava. I'm sorry.
I mean,
No. Because why would we drink lava? We drink water. And lava, you can only access lava. We can't access lava like we can access water. Water is all around. You can get it from anywhere. A source of water. You can find a source of water anywhere.
yeah.
Lava spewts out a volcano when it wants to.
I think the with my conclusion with this, I think with a lot of questions like this, it comes down to if you want to be extra technical down to everything, then yes, water is lava, like our form
Yeah.
of lava. But does it make sense to just the average person like me or whatever? No. Would I look at you crazy if I'm drinking water and you said, "Hey, how's that lava tasting?" I'll be like, "What are you talking about?" But I mean, I don't know, man. That's a question. I would say no, but I mean, I'm looking at the facts right now, and here's another one. I mean, when one or more minerals clump together, we all call that, and there goes that word again, a blank rock. Salt and ice only contain one mineral, so they are considered monomineral rocks. One thing all of this means is that because liquid water is the fluid form of a rock, liquid is a kind of lava. I mean, that's two things that explain better than I could, about it being a rock. So I mean, yeah, I guess somehow water is lava.
All right, I got
Yeah.
I
two
guess we
more.
like drinking lava. Two more questions?
I got
What
two
the
more
fuck?
questions. I'm having fun with this. All right. First up, is ketchup a smoothie?
Oh my god. Bro, what the hell?
No,
Well,
it's a
Ketchup is not a damn no.
if you think
Because how
about
you
it,
make ketchup,
uh,
when
it's made
you don't
from a fruit, which tomatoes are a fruit,
oh my god, that's a whole nother debate. But yeah. I mean,
and it's blended up
but
with
technically it doesn't
sugar.
have to be a fruit to be a smoothie because people use vegetables and make and put those in
Either
smoothies,
way,
so it doesn't have to I don't think ketchup is a I don't
I,
think ketchup
I,
is a smoothie.
I mean,
It's
what
a
is
sauce.
what is a smoothie? I mean, it's just mixing a bunch of stuff together. I mean, so I don't think. And here's for what I'm proving wrong, right? I don't think it's a smoothie. I think it's a topping or it's a side. But it says no, ketchup is not a smoothie. Ketchup is a sweet and sour condiment made of pure tomatoes, onions, and green peppers seasoned with, let me go down, with vinegar and pickling spice. It's often eaten with meats, particularly beef and French fried potatoes. So it is not a smoothie. It is a condiment that you can put in a smoothie, but it is not a
It's a
smoothie.
sauce. It's sauce, man. It's sauce. It's not no fucking smoothie. What the fuck? Where'd you get this shit from?
the internet. All right,
Of course.
last one, unless I find another one. Um, is the ocean a soup?
Okay, bruh. This is insane. Okay, no.
Think
I
about it.
just said
Think about it. Okay, so
no.
the ocean is
Water
salt
has
water.
no shape.
The ocean
Water
is
has
salt
no
water.
shape.
I said it's soup. You know what a soup is,
We add salt to it,
but
so therefore it can't
it
be
has salt
soup.
in it though. So the
So
water is like a broth.
we add no, we add salt to soup. When we create soup, we add salt to it.
Yeah.
If the ocean already has it, it's not soup. Because if you take salt out of soup, do we really have soup? We just liquid vegetables are what we're eating,
That's what I'm
or
saying.
liquid whatever. No, like the
So
ocean is no.
the ocean is not a soup, but it can be used to make soup. If you want to take the water, not add anything to it, boil it, and put whatever toppings or whatever you want to do to it, it can be used as a soup, or it can be used as the main. What will be the word I'm looking for? The main component, I guess, of a soup. But um, if you go out with a spoon and drink the ocean, I don't think you'll like the results. So I'm gonna say it's
Yeah,
not.
But
It's not.
listen,
the
listen,
ocean is
hear me
not
out.
edible.
Hear me out. So the water's like the broth, right? You got fish, which is meat, and other animals' meat. You got like seaweed and stuff, which are the vegetables. I mean, sounds pretty soup-like to me.
No, you got raw, living, uncooked fish, what's the word? Unprocessed. See, it's not soup. It's not.
All right.
This is
So how many
insane.
holes does a straw have?
Dude,
Yeah, two.
Or is it one
yeah,
continuous hole?
it's two.
No, but if you think about it, is it one continuous hole? Because
If
it
it was
has
No, because
continuous, if it was continuous, it wouldn't have an ending. A straw has an ending. You see one point to the other, which makes it two holes. If it was one continuous hole, you'll be able to look and see no ending. You'll just see it going. So a straw has two holes. There we go. I cracked. I didn't even have to look anything up. I
all right.
cracked it.
Assuming the straw is simple, is wait, the straw is a simple what? I don't know. Closed surface with no self interactions. Wait, in I don't know intersections. It has one hole. This is because the straw can be thought of as a tube-like surface with an outer boundary, the rim around the opening, and the inner boundary, the rim of the opening, which forms a single hole.
no, because if you cut it in half, then you have four. Could you not say you have four holes?
Or would it
I
be
mean, you
two?
can cut it up. You still on both. If you cut a straw in half, right? You still have each half has two holes on it. That's four in total.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of see
So
what it's
therefore,
talking
it
about.
has to be
I
two.
kind of see. Like, say if I take this and I put a hole through it. I put one hole through it. Is it going to be one hole or is it going to be two because I can see one and then go on the other side do two? I guess that's kind of what a straw is. I can low key see it now. I mean, yeah, I can low key see it. Do I agree with it? No, I would say it has two holes, but
I agree with any of this shit. It all sounds like something you would be thinking of under the influence, like I said initially.
All right,
But
last
yeah,
one, last
like,
one. I promise, last one, and we can end. Is a toilet a mug?
a month.
A mug, you know, like a
And
coffee
technically,
mug.
I mean, technically, you can drink out of it if you want to. I don't recommend it. Dogs do it all the time, so I mean, if you clean it real well, you can also make food if you don't flush it. So, like, eh, maybe. I mean, it could be. It could be used for those purposes. All this stuff that you've said and the contents that you're using it in, you can use it in. But yeah, so like a toilet, yeah, you can use it in that content if you want to. In context, it is, but in general, I wouldn't regard it as a mug.
No, I wouldn't call it a mug. To me, a mug is something with a handle that you hold up and you drink from. You cannot hold up a toilet with a handle and
Some people
physically
could.
drink.
Some people could.
Nah, no,
You
no,
can't
no, no human is
where you
doing.
flush it. Old school toilets had the where you pull the cord. That's a handle. Oh,
Go to your toilet and pick it up with that handle, and let's see what happens. go go to your toilet, pick the toilet up with that handle. See what's about to happen. You're
I
gonna break the
mean,
handle off.
it has
I mean, you can
it's
break
a
the handle off
basin.
a coffee mug. I mean, are if you're strong enough, you can break it off. You can break this handle off of this.
You see how you're able to hold the handle and lift up and down and stuff, and you can drink from it. Go to your toilet and do the same thing with that handle and see what happens. It's not doing nothing. It's not a mug.
I mean, dogs use it as a mug all the time. So
Dogs use it as a bowl, not a mug.
that's true.
But you don't.
Yes,
One could argue you don't have to hold a mug by the handle for it to be considered a mug.
you can hold it by
But
the
you're
outside.
actually arguing to a point.
Yeah,
You still will hold the sides and break it. You would have to break it to hold it
Go,
like
go,
that.
go to
not
your
not
toilet. Try
not
to
an
pick it up.
installed toilet, like one of those like you could go to because you could go to you could go to Home Depot and buy a toilet, and you
And try and
actually
lift
can.
it up and
You
drink from it.
could, you could. I mean, not
Yeah.
You could say it's not practical, but technically, it is a mug.
Or is it a bowl?
Could be both.
Because it really is a bowl, a toilet bowl. It really is the bowl of the toilet. It could be a bowl, but it's not a mug. I can do that with a regular bowl. I can drink from a regular bowl.
Then is a
So it
bowl a
is
mug, or is a
a
mug a
bowl.
bowl?
And that's gonna do it for tonight with I don't know.
Bro, these are some interesting brain teasers, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, we need more of those. Those are fun.
Yeah.
All right. We will see you guys next week, not tomorrow. Phil and I got some stuff to do. Wow, this show went on for 2 hours.
Our longest show.
We could
Y'all
go
know what our longest show was.
another. We could go another 2 just talking about those questions.
Yeah.
No, it's movie night for Phil. You remember? He has to go watch
That's
movies with his
tomorrow.
family.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Also, quick announcement. Next week, starting next week, shows will be 7 p.m. instead of 6:30. Because I have a long day on Thursdays for school. I'm at school from 9 a.m. to 6. So, and I won't make it back in time for the show. So, 7 p.m. starting next week for the shows, or for the sports show. Fun show will be as regular scheduled, 6:30.
And
With
one
that,
more thing. One last thing. One last thing for KV. Shane, I'm ready for you. That's all I gotta say. That's the only teaser I'll give.
oh yeah, next week is also the 1 year anniversary of the show. So we got, I guess KV already ruined it. A special guest.
No, no. That's it. Just say that. Just leave it there. Leave the cliffhanger. That's our cliffhanger.
All right.
Shane, I'm ready for you. Wink, wink.
All right. Appreciate you all, and we will see you right back here next week.